Well, there's no question it was a great season for us. I think after we started out as a group of individuals, as we did every year, and we really melded into a team well, particularly after I think we lost, our second or third game against Hastings. That was our only loss of the year, and we came back, and after that you could kind of see every game we got better and we got more confident and we just had you have that feeling that it's hard to describe that, but I think the players and the coaches, we all had that same feeling after every game as we moved along the way, and it was not surprising. We did have a lot of underclassmen that played for us, but we had some great senior leadership, and some of the not only were they great players, but they were great people too, and that's the thing you really need in football to gel and have a championship team. You have to have everybody on the same page, and we had that for sure. And it's hard to describe how the season could have gotten any better. Guys, when you see them right now, it's just it's unbelievable, the respect and the feeling we have for each other. So it was a great team, a great win in the Dome, and we certainly look back on it as one of the highlights of our career.
The 86 football team was the first year that Cambridge won the state high school championship. I was fortunate enough to be on that team with some great other leaders and players, and we started out and we dedicated ourselves to the season and got after working hard in practice, and we saw that dividends of our investment pay off when we got to the Prep Bowl that year and won. And I think we had set that as a goal, not really knowing that we could achieve that, but we just kept building on that momentum as the season went on, and it went obviously it turned out the way that it did. The legend of Cambridge football at the time and the coaching staff and what we did, certainly one of the highlights. And the friendships and the camaraderie that I had with the players as we were going through that season was really special. We knew that everybody was dedicated and working hard, and ultimately it ended up it couldn't be any better by winning that state championship. And I think some people didn't know if we could do it or not, but it wasn't just the team; it was the coaches, the community, and everybody kind of rallied around it to have a great season.
The biggest deal is I think we had probably the most fun I've ever had academically or with the athletics with this team. I mean, every guy on this team was unbelievable, and we have so many memories with the guys, and we worked hard, and the coaching staff was unbelievable. They had everybody, had their own spots of what they're supposed to be doing and their responsibilities, so had a good time with that. I don't think we really knew what the season was going to happen. We just kept working hard, and we kept getting better and better and better. And next thing you know, we were at the Dome looking at each other going, what's going on here? And we went in there and took it to them. So looking back, it was definitely one of the highlights of my life. So I appreciate it and very appreciative of being on this team. Thanks.
Well, the team was an eclectic mix of some sophomores, juniors, and seniors. I think that there wasn't a lot of expected of us at the beginning of the year, and we certainly showed a lot of people wrong. We were a get down and dirty team, meaning we'd work hard in the trenches and just outwork people. Our defense was literally could stop anybody. Our offense was fueled by our running game and the ox-lip connection. For me, my O-line was my best friend. I could hand off to the right, hand off to the left. Made my job a lot easier. I remember going out to pregame meals at Dennis Shields' house. I remember all the traditions that began because of our success in 1986, especially having Coach Carlson sing Big John after every victory, which started mounting up that season.
Well, I'll tell you, they come from pretty humble beginnings. We had a losing season the year before, and but when they come out and with the senior leadership, and then we had some great athletes as juniors as well. But with the seniors, they're a hard-working bunch of guys. Right from day one, they just worked hard all year, and I was so proud of them. And every year, every game, we kept getting just a little bit better. And at the end, we were just an offensive machine, and we had a defense that was just dominating. When they hit the dome floor and they swarmed out on the field, I'll still remember that as long as I live. You know those guys were there to play, and they sure showed it. And I'm very proud of them, and great group of guys, and I had a great coaching staff that were with me all the way through it, and with great support from the community. It was a fun time. That was our first state championship. A lot of fun. I'll never forget it. Now the coaches on that team, along with Dean and Jerry, Cliff Carmody worked with us. He worked with the offensive line with Jerry on that, and Mark Solberg and Lowell Swigert were our 10th grade coaches, and Al Kutzer and Paul Eppard were our 9th grade coaches. And that was a majority of our coaching staff. Of course, we had many of our other 7th and 8th grade coaches like Jack Hammergren and Dave Zeba. So we had a lot of fun.